My grandfather, Edgar Rhys Evans, grew up in Port Wakefield, a small town some 100 kilometres north of Adelaide in South Australia. And he loved the sea. In fact, he made that model when he was 12 in about 1897, or thereabouts. And sometimes he'd travel on the KETCHES down to Port Adelaide. KETCHES were very prevalent in those days in South Australian waters, plying their trade between Yorke Peninsula towns. So I thought it'd be a good idea to combine my grandfather's adventure with the KETCHES in general. So I've called the song One and All. I couldn't get to sleep, my mind was everywhere, seafaring thoughts on the flow of ketches and barks along South Australian shores, plying their trade 100 years ago. My grandfather was a Port Wakefield boy. He was 12 when he sailed down the line, a seafaring lad, learning the way on a ketch to Port Adelaide in 1899. I'm with him in spirit aboard the Laura. I know what it's like to be free. We're all heading down to Port Adelaide town, the Laura, my grandfather and me. Some 100 ketches plying our waters, for 60 years they carried on their trade. Wool, wheat and barley from Yorke Peninsula towns in two-masted vessels to the Port of Adelaide. There was the Gambia lass and the Free Selector and the Lurleen, to name but a few. The Heatherbell, the Stormbird and the original One and All, and the Elizabeth Annie with her steadfast crew. I'm with them in spirit aboard the Laura. Our sails are billowing free. We're all heading down to Port Adelaide town, the KETCHES, my grandfather and me. On the Laura, my grandfather